Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. Well, this one's going to go on 4x4 Diesel, but there'll be a lot of information about this Detroit True Track on 4x4 Adventures also. So you might want to be subscribed on that one if you're interested in knowing about what could be the best traction option, reliability, and good traction on and off road. So preliminary findings at the moment, right? So I've never had a True Track in any of my vehicles. Had some good LSDs in lots of different cars and all that sort of thing, so you need to sort of base understand how an LSD works and what an open diff and what the difference is. Now we're in the 2013 Hilux. It's got open diffs, it's got traction control, but it's with a typical standard master cylinder using the ABS sort of. It's not one of those accumulator type master cylinder like on the Prados, and I find the traction control very, should I say very another time, very slow, right? Very slow. Actually, this is not where I want to go. Lucky we've got no one in that lane next to me. Happy days. We'll go up here to the next one. The traction control, not really good enough. I mean, you really got to spin the wheels, and you know, it's putting the brakes on a little bit, but there's a lot of wheel spin and smoking up the tires. So what I wanted to do is have a really reliable option without me having to think about a switch, which the answer is a really awesome LSD that doesn't wear out. So I've chosen the Detroit True Track through Opposite Lock Epping, and Harrop supply that, the Eaton True Track. We've just had a little bit of wet roads for the first time since it's been in. It's only been in about a week, and what my concern was is it going to get dangerous in the wet, that sort of thing. So first thing that happened at one of the first turns, give it a bit of gas, and of course, because it locks up, of course one wheel needs to slip because they're turning at different speeds, so it wants to start to get a bit sideways, but straight away the traction control or stability control, whatever you want to call it, systems kick in, and just got to work out exactly where I'm going. And I think this is the right lane, Matthews Avenue. Yeah, this is the one. Airport West, for those people who want to know. Yep, heading down to Mitre 10 is the next stop. Basically, you know, so it just started on the turn, it sort of started, and then straight away really quickly. So the concern of it being dangerous in the wet, should I not let anyone else drive the vehicle with the 2013 Hilux with the traction control, is certainly not a concern. Now obviously, if you were driving on the edge, high speed round bends in the wet with KO2s that were worn down with a bad wheel alignment and some really rough off-road use where you had really compromised traction, and you're on the edge and you just squeeze the pedal a bit and it's sort of locked up, you might lose it before the traction control comes in. So don't do that and be aware of it. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not like it gets really, you know, like I've sort of tried a little bit, and it's not like it gets sideways or gets anywhere near dangerous. The traction control comes in really quick, keeps it under control, and the same way it does that, that's what I'm expecting to happen on the tracks, right? And you'll see that on 4x4 Adventures, not on 4x4 Diesel. This is more on the mechanical side, talking about the True Track, whatever. So I thought I'd pop this one here, have a little chat about it. So what I'm expecting to happen, we've got a front e-locker to go in as well, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to get out on the tracks. You'll see some videos probably, you know, around now when this video comes out, sooner or later, more or less. And that will be before we've even got the, you know, the one in the high country. That's standard vehicle without any lockers, and there's a section where we're having, you know, quite a bit of trouble. Of course, I could have backed up, gone over it faster, taken different things could have happened, but I was in a bit of a situation where I wanted to try different things and really test out the vehicle and see what it was capable of, as far as if it was going to regain traction, if the traction control was going to work or not. And we've had quite a few circumstances like that, and it was successful in the end, but it was hard work. So now we've got the True Track in. What I'm expecting to happen is that traction control to really come in quickly and help out the True Track. So I won't even need to use the foot brake, the hand brake, or anything to help it, which is sometimes necessary in some vehicles to help it lock up if you've got a wheel off the ground. Maybe, maybe not, just depends. We're going to have a heap more information, reality channel, on what really happens. Nobody's given me a True Track. This is my choice, what I've decided to put in there. We've put it in ourselves. We're going to test it, and we're going to tell you what actually really happens ourselves. And don't go and buy one yet. I'll tell you whether, you know, yep, that was worth it, do that. That's good value for money. It's going to be reliable. We know a few people that have got them that are really happy with them, but not many people have got the True Track in their four-wheel drives, okay? So But that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that traction it might not even happen. It might just, you know, work as a really awesome LSD, and it might not even need the traction control. But for those circumstances where it's not quite enough and it's not locked or doesn't lock up quick enough, I'm expecting that traction to come in really quick. And when it applies the brake, instead of sort of being on and off a bit and not really helping much, I'm expecting it to really help the vehicle. And instead of being a no-wheel drive, which is what a four-wheel drive with open diffs is, really a four-wheel drive when the wheels are on the ground, and a no-wheel drive as soon as you start getting wheels off. You know, if you've got one front, one rear, and you're flexed up, it's a no-wheel drive. Once you've got a rear locker, you've got a two-wheel drive. That's your two rear wheels, or a front locker would be a front wheel drive. You really need a front and rear locker to have a true four-wheel drive if you're doing those hardest tracks. I'm not saying everybody needs that or should go and buy that now. It depends on your individual circumstances and what vehicle we're talking about, and we'll go more into that on Full Before Adventures, because it's more that off-road, the touring, the four-wheel drive track related information, and it's not sponsored by anyone, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, right? With a mechanical background, like I said, information from this channel, and a lot of off-road, actually owning and using the vehicles, not just some marketing program that somebody's put a lot of money up to. Cha-ching, cha-ching, you know what I mean? It's reality. So anyway, we're going to get on with it. Catch you on Full Before Adventures. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope that explained a little bit, helping you get a bit educated on it. But basically what we're going to have is a real two-wheel drive when it's flexed up. A rear-wheel drive, I'll let you know in those videos whether the traction control did it, whether I had to apply some brakes, whether I had to put the handbrake on. And you know, I really don't want to have swearing in videos, but I apologise in advance, because every now and then off-road something happens and I go, oh, okay, whatever happens, right? Apologise. Very rare does it happen. I apologise in advance. I'll do my best not to. For the people that don't like it, I completely understand. I'm with you, but you know, I hope you understand my side as well. You know, there's a few people that love it and that influence that's around, and then every now and then when something, you know, unexpected, that's what's going to happen. So, but look, I'm not saying to expect it either. I'm just trying to cover myself, right? So I want you to be able to sit there and watch it with the kids, and we set the right example. And most of that is giving you the real, genuine information on what modifications you do and don't need on your vehicles, so you don't waste money, so you don't make them unreliable. We want to keep them reliable and value. Anyway, I'm nearly down here at Nidri Mitre 10, so I'm going to say catch you for now. Hope you look forward to the action. I'm looking forward to testing it out. I really am. Like when we got a bit of wet road before, I went, oh yes, here we go. And you know, turned the traction control button off, had the light on the dash. Still, whatever it is, systems kicked in and stopped it. So basically going to be impossible to get it sideways, maybe, unless I learn how I've got to hold the button longer or whatever. But I'll work on that. Let me know in the comments if you know more than I do. Anybody that's got a true track, put it in the comments. I'm sure people are interested in seeing other people's experiences as well. Please don't put swearing in the comments, because most of the time they're not going to be there. They're going to be deleted. You're going to waste your time. Big, long, awesome information, and then you had to put a swear word in there. Just don't do it. And yep, shit is a swear word, just so you know. I wasn't sure about that myself, but it is. It's not just something. The proper word for it is feces, you know. So if you're you know, crap is acceptable, and that's it. All right guys, catch you on the next one. See ya.